Así fue el primer día del Algs. En el match 1, Ninja sin pijamas de Kurev elimina a Stallions del Breleli.
Alright, with Cole hitting the swing around the Newcastle wall, Skittlecake's down, Alb down, and the Stallions will be the first team eliminated here in match day number 1 for the Americas. Now,
Imperial Hali Falcons son eliminados en la primera partida por Purple Slushy.
Yeah, we saw Husk give up the position underneath Team Liquid very early on before they ended up getting wiped. So Team Liquid have a very easy fight here as Purple Slushy were able to take out Team Falcons.
How does that feel?
Ganadores de la primera partida, Ninja sin pijamas.
Creeping, taking down the damage. It's Soviets and Legatron, minimal amounts of health left, but we get the shield swap, and here comes NIP, the final battle, a 2v1, and NIP takes the win in game number 1.
How did that happen?
Segunda partida, Freethinkers elimina a Husk para la primera muerte.
Drone shell didn't do that. I think that would be super cool. On land.
Please. Ooh. Elsewhere, Freethinkers. All right, Newcastle wall down. Here's that Hemlock we've been chatting so much about. Can we just get an extra shot into Jelly there?
Jay Legacy cazando el ulti de Alter de Ninjas en pijamas.
Two knocks now and HBM are on their last legs, but a third-party attempt will force back NIP.
Yanya taking down Vayne right there. Look at that. He's waiting. Here comes Cole, and goodbye to you. Legacy finds some of their first kills there as well, but gotta hunt him down. Ninja.
La segunda partida la gana S2 de Stack Mason.
As the bubble goes down just in time for Flatter.
But Nano is barely alive. There's one member left. It's a 3v3v1, and look where Men of Culture go. They full send on to Flat, and S2 just has to lay down the cleanup, and they do so. Didn't convert in match number 1, but they win match number 2.
And this is their play style. This is what I was looking forward to. They were one of the first teams in...
En la tercera partida, Source Gaming asedia Team Liquid para la primera kill.
Absolutely put on a play, because you cannot allow Runix to pop through the window, deal that much damage, take down Zero like that, and break it down. It turns into a 2v3. We get the trade coming through, and Sykes with an alternator in hand, maybe making this work. No! Team Liquid broken down by Source Gaming. None of them full.
Y tenemos a S2 manejando como camioneros a Men of Culture.
And you wanted to see what S2 were doing. Well, now we get a chance to check in with them as well. They're still on the northern side. They run straight into Men of Culture. Their bubble has to come out in order to survive, and this is going to be a tough spot.
And there goes a Maggie Ball. Men of Culture are just going to feast upon S2. To be fair, S2 was riding on a vehicle that just was very not good. But the fact that S2... Wait.
No way.
Are we surviving? Are we surviving this?
No.
We're running away. Okay, there goes Carter. Zach is barely alive. He throws the bub. We don't survive this.
No, they don't. But while this is happening, because Men of Culture committed so hard to this, they're now stuck taking damage from the ring, and they got hunted down by...
Y después de 2 partidas con 0 puntos, Stallions son los ganadores.
They're north of 7 KP. This is a brilliant play coming out of the Stallions, connecting onto Legacy. You're forcing the 2 teams down below and just making sure that you're doing enough damage over there towards Husk.
Oh, and this Jenny is putting in work! It is just saving their lives on the high ground from any sort of aerial damage that they could have had to be concerned about. They have the angles. All they have to do is clean up the final player, and Stallions are your champion for match number 3.
Do you love how we go back? And I'm like, dude, Glitter, you might hate me.
En la partida 4, Oblivion es el primer equipo fuera.
Crypto is still alive, and you can run him here. They are not. So they're still looking to have a little bit of control, have that option to have the defensive legend with the Watson to get into the center zone if they...
Ninja sin pijamas elimina a Fest para quedarse con su posición.
It's counted on the other side, so pretty much a wash from either end as he slopes, taking a lot of damage. Kurev now pulls the trigger, riot drill in, clears out the first floor and charges the second. Vayne coming in from the other side, and they've got all the information. Quick kill out from NIP brings us down to the final 3 squads. NIP with the most space to work with here.
Y el match 4 es para Stallions para tener 2 victorias al hilo.
They need to buy a little bit of time for Vayne to get his shield up. EMP on out will connect and slow down Cole, but he will go for that re-peek. The knock doesn't come through. Kurev somehow stays alive. Never mind, he falls. It's Vayne on the flank. Brings it down to a 1v1, but it's not enough. It's Stallions to take the back-to-back.
The Dark Horse going for a double down? That's crazy.
En la partida 5, S2 elimina a Nice Guys mientras los demás buscaban
lives
rotar.
to see another day as we get to check back in with Elite Esports and see what they've got going on right now.
Vayne de NIP a un suspiro de morir por un martillo en la
Ends up
cabeza.
going western towards Canal, towards Galleria. A few options here for the circle to end, but that leaves about 7 teams there.
Sacred de Stallions clochando su 1v2 para mantenerlos con vida.
But it's Stallions who try to oh no, it was not their raid portal. Wait,
Well,
it was Sacred's, okay.
It was, but Donut Shop just happens to be right around the corner that they ported into. They get, whoa, hold on. Stallions have turned the tide somehow.
Sacred.
Donut Shop knocked 2 of them. They take the portal back, able to stick at least 1 res. Donut Shop.
En el match 5, los mexicanos Legacy
A
fueron
few
los
more
ganadores.
kills, possibly 4 full 11 to try and catch them up, but it's Legacy right now, putting a stop to everyone. Fun on the low ground for Oblivion, excuse me, will not survive long. It's Legacy who ends up the victor here.
They just played position the whole game. They were one of the 2 teams that had that northern side of the circle. It was them and Falcons for a very...
Y en la partida final, Team Liquid elimina a Source Gaming solo para ellos también morir por la third party.
This was the fight, Source versus Team Liquid, that ultimately ended up getting third-partied. They go back and forth. Never mind, Source largely winning this one until the third party came in.
Okay, there it is. Zero's 5 HP.
Carter sorprendiendo con un calaverazo en el aire a
They
Imperial
are the
Hall.
center of attention. The Syracuse coming out. Luckily for Falcons, F11 are not running the Seer themselves, but they do have the poke. They do have the riot drill along with the spikes and some missile swarms to try and poke at them.
Okay, there goes a wall. Shut up! Shut up, Carter! If you give a Wraith a Kraber, you find a CEO.
Full 11 see the knock as well, and they want to try and take advantage.
Los ganadores de la última partida son Full 11.
S2 is out, and Full 11 swarm down, take out the remnants, and get a map win.
Wow, Full 11 started off the day strong with almost taking out NIP and S2 in game number 1, but they get the bookend. They finish it all off with the win, along with the win on the day. And that's amazing because we were talking about...
Sígueme para más Apex Esports y Ranks.